Oh no. I knew I should have made that left turn at Albuquerque. Now look what you have done. Well, yeah. We jumped into this pond and it turned out to be a canyon. We did it good, Queeks. You said it, Baba. Okay, there's the back. We got the back all stripped off and everything. I still got to get the interior here, but if you notice there is a noticeable twist in that thing, and that twist was last summer. Well, it was before I stripped it. So we're going to think of something here. Not sure what, but we'll see what's going to happen with this thing. I got to go through and do a lot of gluing and pressing and clamping, and we got this end all sealed up. I put a little blocky in there, right there. This face here is just, look at it, it's just thin plywood. It's all it is. And it's got a little, no, it doesn't have a little. Doesn't have anything as far as that is. It's just a slim piece of plywood, about 1/4 inch maybe. Maybe 5/16, maybe 3/8. I don't know. It's not very thick. But they brad nailed it to the blocking there in the back. You can see the nails coming through over here, that blocking, and I'm not sure if there are brads into these. I don't see any brads down here on the bottom thing, but they are here around the sides, around the top, except for right through here. You can see some flexation going on there, and there's a brad there, and that's about it for the brads in the front. There's some bradding in here, like about 3, maybe 4. There's some on this side also. Let's see. Now this piece here is braided into that little strip right there, which I think is the bottom for the chassis, the mount for the chassis, and it's glued onto there. Now the base is all one piece here. It's a rectangle, and it's braided into the side piece, and over here on this side piece. So the side piece is separate from the brain bone, and the thigh bone is part of the foot bone. And so they made this box here in 4 pieces. The front is on a piece. This is on a piece. That is on a piece. Peace be with you, brother. We stripped it. I mean, well, we almost got it stripped, but it will be stripped later today. Today is Sunday, by the way. 17th, 18th, I think. I hope. damn month's almost gone. Okay, so now we got that mostly cleaned up. We're gonna sand up the interior of that pan there, and we're gonna attempt to take the twist out of it. We're gonna dipsy doodle it in a little spray, and then we're gonna clamp it up and see if we can get that twist minimized. This here, these are some wicked ass rivets. These are rivets, not nothing else. They are, you remember I showed you in the other video for the ones for the hasps and the hinges, they had little bifurcated pins holding them down. There we go. Yeah. These are mega. Look at that. You ain't pulling those out. I don't care if you got a bulldozer. It ain't happening. And look at all of them. These here were holding, what were they holding? They were holding the alignment chongy. It's in a dip. I got it over in the dip. It's the little glide on plate that goes in the middle here. It's got a little tongue sticking out on it so that when you close up the back, it keeps it raised up, so there is no pressure on that. And that's what those, there was 3 of them. Those things were, let's see, there's the other one. And where are you, little life forms? Oh, there we go. They were, I don't know, they threw a curve on these. I mean, they were curved in there. I don't know how they did. Now, I've driven 16 penny nails into some heavy wood and put a curve on it, but nothing like that. So we're gonna go ahead and I've got all the other goody stuff, the hardware. Yeah, in the dip. All this is simple green and agua. So, oh, these things. All right, that's it. So now what we're going to do with this is we're going to get it sanded up, get it stripped down to raw wood. We are going to touch this up. We're going to try and straighten it up and shape it better. And we're going to fill the voids. We're going to fill these voids up with some epoxy. And we're going to glue these up with some slivers of wood and glue, so that the bezels for the buttons will go back in nice and solid. We're going to get these edges all shaped and closed up, and we're going to fill these cracks and crevasses in. We're going to close those up pretty much, and then we're going to re-drill them, because now they're, I mean, this case was just so loose. I mean, it was looser than a goose. And we're going to fill all these voids in. Now, what I'm going to do, now, I ain't going to use any wood filler. Well, we're going to use some wood fill to do the shaping in non-stressful areas that way. In the rest of the body of the cabinet exterior, the interior is going to get a little bit of action too. We're gonna put some glass on the surface. We're gonna glass it. Glass it? Yeah. We're gonna glass it with some fiberglass. Real thin sheets of it to get it nice and smooth, so that when I use that contact cement to put whatever I put on this thing, this is all going to get epoxied and then glassed. You can see the brad's real good. I don't know what the hell that brad is there for. I think somebody was cross-eyed one day and just shot and put it in the wrong spot. Let's see. These holes are from those big-ass ram horns. And what I had to do to get those, you ain't pulling them out, like I said. So what I had to do was I had to use my Dremel with a hard wheel, or with a cutting wheel on it, and take the heads off. Be really careful. Take those heads off. You don't need to go all the way until the head comes off. Just take it to where you can see the outline of the opening for the hole, and then take you a gizzy something. This is a piece of stainless steel. It's not very strong here in the neck, but it will work. And you put it underneath there and you pry it up, and it will break whatever's loose left, because it's just brass anyway. And then when you get that done, you use a brad punch, a thin shaft, and just punch them through, and they'll pop out. And then of course you'll have to dress it after after you're done. This is all going to get restructured, redone on the inside. And that's all there is to that. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're saying. I hear you. You're saying, why would anybody want to go this length for one of these? Well, these things ain't cheap, even used on eBay. Imagine what this one's going to be like when it's done, I hope. Most people say, I ain't going that far. I'm going to put a little bit of armor all on it and I'll be done with it. I'm just going to take and repair it. Well, I was considering that myself, but this Tolex has seen its day, and those days were better days, and those days were a long, long time ago in a place far, far away. So you can see this was on the inside of that, and it came right out. Well, it didn't come right out. I had to use a Jeep in order to pull it loose. And here's some of the wrapping around the back side of it. This around here, since this was the, God, this 1080p is, I'm too close. This piece here, like I said, was wrapped around from down here around the corner, up through here, around through there, and down and around that corner. This was really glued. It just so it's dried out. You got to keep these things supple, just like you would your upholstery in your Mercedes. So let me get out of here. I've talked your brains enough, and we'll get this thing up and at 'em. I'm still dinking around with the chassis and trying to get a better response out of it. Because it's I don't know, it's just not quite there yet, but it works. It does get shortwave and it does get a broadcast, and I tried it out last night on broadcast, and there is a lot of distant stations coming. I picked up an LA station last night, so I mean, it's not all bad. So I'm out of here. Thanks for watching.